They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. Plethora of information today. Roller coaster ride straight to hell and back. This is going to be nuts today. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you. But I have a lot of information for you to provide, and I'm going to provide it as we go forward right now. We're starting with a buy-in of $2,000. Forget what we're trying to make today because all of this goes out baby with the bathwater. I'm going to begin by asking you, if you like these videos, please push the like button. Some likes would be very helpful to us. I know there's one of those things you don't notice or you don't think about, but just for the sake of the King and the Angel, please push like, because we're so low on self-esteem, we need to be liked a little bit. So please like it. A lot of things to cover today. A lot of things happened as you're watching here. You're going to see us go down to almost bust and walk out the door. But more importantly, let's talk about the bigger picture, the macro. I've been talking to some people, and I've finished not talking with the attorneys or the marketing firm anymore. I have all the information from them. I've been putting it together and talking to some key people, and they have led me to an understanding of some of the ways forward. So this is the first discussion going forward on Keys to the Kingdom. It got turned over to Angel, and when I turn things over to Angel, I don't go back in and micromanage him. He's not the kind of guy that you do that with. He's meticulous. He's well thought out. What he comes back with is going to be good. I know that from over the decades of time with him. And so the Keys to the Kingdom were turned over to him in a less than perfect form, although already highly valued. They were less than perfect. And he has been at it, and he is improving, and he is almost finished. We tested it out last night in an informal session and flying colors, and he said he's got some more modifications he wants to make to it, so he's going to. So this is what I'm going to talk to you about the price, how we negotiate this thing going forward, how we move forward as a kingdom with the Keys to the Kingdom, and all the other things that we're going to be doing too. The Keys to the Kingdom is going to be a key part of everybody's strategy going forward, but it's not the end all. There's going to be other things, and this is how we groom the kingdom to where we want to go. I'm going to tell you now, when a valuable item is given free of charge, no payment, it's a paradox. How the value is diminished solely because the receiver paid nothing. And the giver, even of noblest intentions, feels a little empty as well. The receiver got it for nothing, so how could it be of great value? And the giver begins to share that feeling since nothing was transacted. Conversely, when something of value is exchanged for a fair price, both parties feel the fairness and the value. The algorithm modification Keys to the Kingdom has been appraised at a high number, that's true, by an independent marketing firm that knows little about roulette. But perhaps their appraisal was high, but it was based on a lifetime individual opportunity, not for one day, and it was based on not before seen, as well as the value as a whole when it's widely distributed. Now, I have taken all sides of this appraisal into consideration and then added that the buyer is my kingdom, not strangers, and therefore added considerations as to price were required along with explicit directions, because winning with K2, Keys to the Kingdom, will happen. But it's not like putting $10 on red or black. The modification is complicated and requires work, as well as a clear field of environment for play. Don't run to the casino, do the work. Make sure you're ready, because putting in the work will assure winning, but it also will make you feel accomplished and confident because you got it done. And it'll require notes, which we will provide. We're going to be here for you all the way through this process of releasing Keys to the Kingdom when the angel is finished with it. And so that's my short break to tell you there's going to be a cost to it. It's going to be understood. It's going to be reasonable. It's not going to be anything like the marketing firm was talking about, because you're not my people, you're our people. So today as we go, I'll go ahead and give you the warnings. We found out some things about this I-block wheel today. You can see the wheel spinning back there. There is a ball that goes around. You don't actually know where it's going to go. It's not an RNG. The ball is sometimes shot into particular targeted areas. That is true, but they can't make it go into one place like an RNG produces a number. But we found out something today we did not know, and that is you can bet only up to $50 on these numbers. And sometimes when you're playing Del and Bear with either Eric's numbers or with the Angels numbers, you can escalate if you catch a losing streak, and sometimes you do. We have seen as many as 6 consecutive losses, and particularly interestingly, it was on the analog wheel. We saw Angel win 10 straight. The entire tower was full of winning numbers. It was quite an enjoyable ride, obviously, on the analog wheel, but it was also a lot of fun to look up there and see nothing but Angel's numbers, 10 of them. And of course, about half of them were Eric's as well. And it would have been a rough time for Eric because he'd have been like 5 for 10, which also is winning numbers, by the way. He would have been ahead playing either side of it. But coming back to what's going on right here, right now, we're having a rough go of it. We're trying to figure out what's going wrong, and knowing that we have the numbers, and who do we go with to try to?
And Angel is losing his mind.
Yeah, that's true. I should point that out. You saw Angel's hand go in there. I mean, he's in a frenzy right now because we're not accustomed to a tailspin, and when you get into a spiral dive, it doesn't matter whether you're in an F-16 or whether you're sitting at a roulette table. A spiral dive is a spiral dive, and the hands are in the camera shot again, and we're trying to figure it out. Are we doing something wrong? What kind of deviation do we make right here? What do we do? And this is one of those things that happens. You guys have been at the wheel before. This is random. Things can go wrong, and when they do, what do you do? Well, right now, what I do is I go to Eric's numbers and see, can we produce a win, and where do we go from here? So we're going to continue that. But what happens is distinguishing the differences between playing an analog wheel in a casino and whether you're playing this electronic wheel or not. On this electronic wheel, you can go as high as $50 on one number. That's the ceiling. And so, as I said, you can creep close to that ceiling. You got to try to manage your bets not to get all the way up there. But as you're managing it, you're also putting yourself in jeopardy because you're not making the decisions you otherwise would make. We have ample funds. We could bet $200 on a number. But this is the way the casino contracts what goes on, constricts and contracts by shrinking the ceiling, so that you can't continue to grow and beat them. They don't want you to crash through those numbers because they know that if you know what you're doing at this wheel, you're going to beat them. If you have enough spins that you can do, you will eventually catch them, and they know that. And so they gradually lower the ceiling. Now, on this thing here, they also change the speed of the spins. They do all kinds of other things to trip you up. But we found out that if you have a bet of $35.
Is this the one where they went to 6 seconds, like 7 times in a row, too?
They chopped us down. Now, I'm not sure if it's right in this video, but they did. They chopped us down to even 6 seconds, where you couldn't even make a bet unless you were just simply repeating it.
Or was that the one that I lost my mind in just again?
I think you've lost your mind this entire day.
Yeah.
I always said, fit it for a straitjacket. That's what we had to do. We had to fit him for a straitjacket just to try to keep him contained. But $35 on one number is really the highest you can go. We found that out. We thought you could go to 50. Excuse me. We did go to 50, and we found out the bad news. When you hit a number at $35 or higher, a sign comes on the machine that says must be hand paid. Hand paid has to happen, and what happens is A lady comes over with a notepad. She takes down all your information. She goes back. She pays money to the IRS. She pays money to the state tax. And she comes back and brings you a diminished amount. And so what happens here, spoiler alert, you'll still enjoy watching it. But we put $2,000 in the machine and we actually won $2,222 back. That's what we got back. But that's not what we got back because the IRS in the state of Indiana took $432 of it. So we actually only got back $1,790. So you technically could say we lost, but we didn't lose because we just got robbed. So we ended up getting back $1,790, but we won $2,222. We won our 15%. No matter how hard this ride was, we stayed with it. We played the numbers, and they turned around and took us back to victory, only to be caught by the long arm of the law. It happened again later. To compound the situation. It happened again later, and we did it again. We paid the IRS and the Indiana State Department of Revenue twice. Now, we look forward to, we have a good chance of recovering that money next year at tax season as a refund, but who knows what happens between now and then. But anyway, money was paid out to taxes, and the whole key to that is one little thing that we were told. You've got a wheel here spinning, and you've got a ball spinning, and you've got a display in front of you. But this is regarded as a slot machine. And that's why the taxes were taken out. It's looked at as a slot machine. The same as a $50 pull on a slot machine, the $50 bet, the $30 bet, $35 bet, the $40 bet, the $45 bet. Anything $35 or higher, if you hit it, will be taxed. So essentially that makes $35, or really $34.
On a single bet.
On a single bet, on a single number, $34 on any 35-1 bet is as high as you can go. If you go higher than that and you win, you're going to get taxed. So why would you go higher, only knowing that if you lost, that's the advantage?
Say what that lady said, too. That really threw me for a tizzy.
Well, we kind of felt like later on that the really mean thing that the lady said, which indicated what she thought of the customers, which indicates what the whole casino thinks of the customers, is she told the angel and I, when you put your money in this machine, it's not yours anymore. It's ours. That's what she said. Now, have you ever thought maybe this isn't us against them? Remember those words. The lady said, when you put your money in this machine or any slot machine or transact your money for checks at the tables, that money now belongs to us. It is not yours. Now, I found out later a pit boss did not necessarily agree with her, and she probably has a bad feeling about customers in her casino for whatever reason. Maybe she's got a husband that's a gambling addict or whatever, but it doesn't matter. She still said it. And it was salient words that impressed me as to how combative they are. And it left me with the feeling of maybe this woman doesn't deserve a lot of good things in her life, but I have to forgive and forget and move on from there. But it was a difficult moment to have her say those things to us when we are in her business. And she is a senior paymaster at the cashier's desk, for her to say the money belongs to us. Later, talking to the pit boss, he said, you pay taxes on the table games on $10,000 and higher. So you have to win $10,000. At this table right here, you have to win $1,199. There it is. Right at the $1,200 line on any particular one bet, they're going to tax you. Congratulations. Land of the free, home of the brave. Used to be, anyway. That's why we always say we love our country, but don't ask me what we think about our government. Please like our videos.
On that note.
on that happy note, please like our videos, because we're going to keep playing and we're going to keep winning no matter what they throw at us. It could be a slider, a curveball, or the high heater. We're going to find it and we're going to win the same way we do here. And spreading all this information today. The first step toward release of K2. More information on what it's all about. Asking you to please like the videos. Asking you out there, please upgrade your status to the king and queen level. Join with us as we forge forward. We have so many things. I mean, I've got, between myself and Eric and Angel and Val, Val's got something he's bringing to us. Raymond Green does things all the time and talks to me all the time about how he played and what he did. All of the powers of our kingdom are coming together, and there are going to be more that will emerge because we have great opportunity here. And like I say, you got to be careful in the power of large numbers that we face sometimes when you play too long. But there's also power in the large numbers in the kingdom, because we come from around the world. We come from very diverse backgrounds. But we're all children of God, and we're looking to go forward, and we're all looking to be successful. We're looking to live well and prosper. Simply put, live well and prosper. That's not asking a lot, and that's what we're going to deliver. No matter what modification it is that you choose, that you like to play, it's going to be a modification that will help you live well and prosper.
And now back to the video. As you see, we are definitely going down the proverbial tube here, and I am losing my mind.
He is indeed. He is indeed. I am trying to get him to return some poise, because he might be going to the foul line, and I need him to be able to knock down a couple of them for us. And right now he's agitated. But we're going to stay at it, and that's what he does too. He likes the competition. Got Eric's numbers out there. Moving them up.
Yeah, the competition is why we know about the $35 bet one.
We didn't know about it till we got there. Very familiar look of Eric's numbers. Eric's numbers in a solid betting progression that is limited and compromised by what the casino does to you.
And we are down.
Down. Adding to it. Every time that king's hand goes back out, we're moving the bets up. Unbeknownst of the lion that's in the bush that's ready to pounce.
And that's just because of our limited experience on these video games. I mean, we just started playing them December 6th or December whatever. I don't even know the date we started playing these dang machines.
Nice win, $425, but that's not going to get us back. But key point Angel just made, video game, he called it. Yeah. We used to think that this was a roulette wheel, but it's actually a video game. Welcome to the video game. So we move back down one level after the $450 win. We're trying to manage this money, but we don't even know yet how critical that is. That doggone 10. Now, you guys on the Euro wheel, that 10 is the number you add to your numbers. Those will be 35 to 1 hits for you because it's opposite the zero. With only the single zero, you only have one 35 to 1 number. You need two of them.
I don't even know if they have these video games in Europe.
Oh, they may not have the eye block, but they do have a 10 on a roulette wheel.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
So wherever you're playing, however you're playing, play the 0 at a single bet, play the 10 at a single bet, and then play the other splits. Because you'll hit the 0 and the 10, and you need to have the chance to be rewarded twice.
It goes. I think that's
340.
Oh no, we're one more. Oh, we got a win there. Trying to get our way back up.
These numbers, this modification works well. It's a high win percentage, but it has to be because when you lose a full bet, and when you win a half bet. That's why you need the bonuses of the zeros to shove you over the top. You see like there, they just changed it to a 7-second time. They gave us 7 seconds to make those bets. Thankfully, we just pushed out repeat. They're doing everything they can to trap us. This is definitely an adversarial relationship. All the smiles and the high fives from everybody, it's all just lip service. They are there to take your money. And right now they're doing it. Now, they popped it up to 20 seconds that time, but you saw that quick 7 seconds last time, and I'm trying to hurry through because I'm not sure how much time's left. Usually the angel does prompt me and say, no, you got a little bit of time you left. You know, it helps because I don't want to look back over at that clock. I want to try to punch numbers. I've got 2 zeros and 10 splits to get out there. And you don't have time to look back and forth for numbers. You've got to look for the pattern of here's the...
You can't even get the racetrack down in 7 seconds.
Oh, no, wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah.
No. And really what they're trying to do here is they're trying to get you off of these high payoff numbers. They don't want us playing like this. They want you playing odd and even, red and black. They want you playing those 18 against 20 bets that pay even money. That's the ones they want you to play. Again, whatever the casino is offering you, reject it. When the casino at blackjack says, oh, you got 7 and a 4, you can double down, double down, double down. And everybody tells you that, except the king. It's the dumbest bet in the world. Don't double down on anything in blackjack. Don't split anything in blackjack. 8s all the time, 9s against 9, 10 card, 10 count card, and aces. Those are your splits. Pair of aces, don't even split those. Do not split pair of aces. You'll get a 10-9 all the time. Just take it and be happy. Don't split 3s against 6s. Don't do it. Road to hell. Anything that the casino tells you, any conventional wisdom, I'm going to tell you, is the wrong thing. Conventional wisdom in roulette, probable. And every time you look up and you see 9 straight blacks, you know it's not probable. Look at that. There you go. There's the $1,750. Oh, we're all happy until we look at that little sign in the middle of the machine that says hand pay. We can't play anymore now. That payment was for odds of 35 to 1 at a bet of $35 or higher. Did we have 50 in there?
We had 50.
We had 50 in there. So it paid $1,750 because a $100 straight up bet pays $3,500.
$1,800.
Yeah, they paid $1,800. There you go. There's the cash out ticket, $422. There's the tax ticket. Yeah, congratulations.
And that's it.
Of course, again, it brings me back to my favorite position of if everybody listening to this video sent the United States Treasury a check for $1 trillion, it wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. So please like. More information to come. For the angel, this is the king bidding you adieu.